What's going on, YouTube? This is Chris Six, and I'm coming at you guys with Monday Night Raw results and review, and this is the night after WrestleMania 34. Now, I know I didn't get you guys all hooked up on WrestleMania 34. I didn't get you guys hooked up on NXT like I was going to. Things come up. I actually did not feel really good at all yesterday. I know at one point during WrestleMania, I ended up passing the hell out. So I didn't really get to cover WrestleMania for my own self, you know. But we're going to move on from there. No use in crying over spilt milk, I guess. So starting off Raw tonight, Stephanie McMahon come out there, and she was reaching her arm of gratitude and extending that olive branch to Ronda Rousey, and Ronda Rousey damn near ripped that olive branch right off from the base, pretty much taking Stephanie out and about breaking her arm yet again. Excuse me, like she did yesterday during Mania. And she laid there in the ring for a while, screaming, crying, yelling, "Don't touch my arm, don't touch my arm," and whatnot. So, I don't know. I heard a rumor that Stephanie's going to be injured and all that storyline, so this might be leading up to that injury for her being out of WWE for a little while and out of the hair of everybody for a little bit. Next, we end up having what was left over from last night, I guess. The whole thing with Nia Jax, Alexa Bliss, and Mickie James unfolded last night. Nia Jax becoming the Raw Women's Champion, and they end up having a tag team match. Nia Jax end up having Ember Moon debuting on Raw for her first. Oh, well, I guess it'd be her first time debuting on Raw for her first time, getting the pin over Alexa Bliss and Mickie James for her debut, with Nia Jax teaming up. And Nia Jax and Ember Moon pick up the win over, like I said, Alexa Bliss and Mickie James. Next, we end up seeing the debut of No Way Jose on Raw, also from the NXT roster. I will explain a little bit if you guys haven't been following SmackDown Raw, the last pay-per-view, anything that's been going on and being talked about. I will explain that at the end of this video, so stay tuned on why NXT superstars are being called up and whatnot. But No Way Jose come out. I did not catch who he was fighting. I'm suspecting it was a jobber, but he ends up giving a knockout punch right in the beginning, within the first maybe 20-30 seconds of the match, and No Way Jose picks up the win on his debut night of Raw after WrestleMania. Now, if you guys didn't see last night with the tag team match of Braun Strowman and Cesaro and Sheamus, the tag team match had a stipulation of Braun Strowman had to find a tag team partner. He chose a 10-year-old boy out of the crowd, and Braun Strowman and that 10-year-old boy actually won, and tonight they actually had to relinquish their tag team championships because of, I mean, he's shitting 10 years old, so, I mean, can't WWE get in trouble for this? Didn't we have a talk about this before with the whole Jeff Hardy thing? Alright, whatever, be it. But, yeah, like I said, Braun Strowman gave up the, and that little boy, Nicholas gave up the tag team championship from Raw. And there's a match going on tonight. They had two matches to determine the two people who will be going against, the two teams will be going against each other next week, to go against the bar for the greatest Royal Rumble ever that's going to be taking place overseas. Now, for the first of them tag team divisions matches, it was the Revival versus the Club, and the Revival picked up the win over the Club, so they will be moving on next week to, I wouldn't say defend, but wrestle it out against the other team to move on against the Bar for the tag team championships. Next, we end up having a segment. Seth Rollins comes out talking about how he is a Grand Slam winner now, and he's proud to be that. Finn Balor comes out and congratulates him and says, hey, you know, we need to have a match. You didn't pin me, you didn't beat me, you beat The Miz. We need to have a match. And he said, sure, you know, we will. The Miz comes out, he ends up interrupting, talking about he deserves his match before Finn Balor because the fact is he got that rematch stipulation clause. And pretty much shit goes down. He says that the three of them's going to take on the two of them, and Jeff Hardy comes out and makes his return to Raw. So, I mean, some shit unfolded pretty quick, and it got thick quick, but it gets mentioned later on that Kurt Angle makes it official. It is Jeff Hardy, Finn Balor, and Seth Rollins versus The Miz and The Miztourage at the end of the show. So that was the match that we will end up getting at the end of the show, is that 6-man tag team match. Now, the next match we end up having was Team Absolution's Mandy Rose versus Sasha Banks, and Sasha Banks actually ended up losing this match due to a distraction by Bayley. Mandy Rose ends up picking up the win, and then right after the celebration, we end up getting the sad, unfortunate news from Paige herself in the center of the ring that she have to retire because of her neck injury is too severe, but she has hope for in the future, like Daniel Bryan. Daniel Bryan inspires her. She says, quote, that she looks forward to the future, talking to Edge and doing what she can to move on from this, hopefully back into a wrestling career, but just not right at this time. The next segment we end up having was Elias Samson sitting in the ring doing his little thing, and the music hit, and I dang near shit my pants. Bobby Lashley. Fucking Bobby Lashley, people. Bobby Lashley is back. Made his in-ring debut tonight against Elias. Not really for a match. Just demolished him. Destroyed him. Left him laying there like the fuck. But, Bobby Lashley is back. And he looks better than ever. I mean, he looks fucking better than ever. Next, after that, we had a segment of Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn showing up on Raw and begging for some spots on Raw after being let go and fired from SmackDown after losing Sunday against Shane McMahon and Daniel Bryan at WrestleMania. And the stipulation of that match was if they lost, they get fired. And so they had a match set for tonight because there's only one position. Kurt said, one position for one wrestler, and they've got a match tonight for who gets that opportunity to be signed to Raw. Next, we end up having another in-ring debut. The Authors of Pain go up against Rhino and Heath Slater, and the Authors of Pain take them out and demolish them. The next match we end up having was Matt Hardy and Bray Wyatt versus Titus O'Neil and Apollo Crews, and Titus Worldwide got taken down by Woken Matt Hardy and Bray Wyatt. And we just had a lot of weird shit go on today. Today was just a really weird day, but beyond that though, Matt Hardy and Bray Wyatt are moving on to face the Revival next week during Raw to find out who is going to go up against Cesaro and Sheamus. Yeah, the Bar for the Raw Tag Team Championship match during the Greatest Royal Rumble the end of this month. So be sure to check back for that results too. Next, we end up having the match against Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn, and this match was really well fought. One point, it ended up with Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn both diving off of the top rope. Looked like a superplex, possibly, and they never got back up. The ref counted the 10 count, and they never got back to their feet. So, according to what the official ended up announcing is nobody won. Nobody got the contract. There was not a determined winner, so neither one of them get signed to Raw. They didn't get pass go and pass go and collect 200. None of that. That was it. That was all she wrote. Now, the next match that we end up having was before I forget, we had a little segment backstage right before the match. It was Bray Wyatt and Matt Hardy ran up on Seth Rollins, Finn Balor, and Jeff Hardy. And we got a whole Brother Nero thing, so we're getting a preview of what's to come with Woken Matt Hardy and the whole Woken family. We had a Woken family reunion, let's just pretty much say that. But we end up having the 6-man tag team match, which was Jeff Hardy and Seth Rollins and Finn Balor versus The Miz and The Miz Taraj. And Jeff Hardy, Finn Balor, and Seth Rollins end up picking up the win over The Miz and The Miz Taraj, but it didn't stop there. They end up beating them down at the end, demolishing them, and pretty much leaving their mark tonight after, the Raw after WrestleMania. That there are the 3 dominants, the 3 to be looking out for, coming soon. Yeah, pretty much. But be sure to like, subscribe, share, favorite, follow us on Facebook and Twitter. Go on over to Baby Dan and make sure you guys hit that subscribe button. Go on over to Scotty Pockets Gaming, hit the subscribe button on him. Go on over to Angel Sword and It's a Rome Thing, and make sure you guys hit the subscribe button on them two guys. Also, be sure to comment down below. Love, peace, chicken grease. Create, not hate. Be kind to one another. Catch you guys in the next video tomorrow for SmackDown. Oh, wait. News. Superstar shakeup coming next week. That is why the NXT takeover, technically, I would say, formed tonight. So we may see some more NXT tomorrow. But Superstar shakeup next week, both Monday and Tuesday. 2 days going on USA. Be sure to check back for that. All right. Love, peace, chicken grease. Catch y'all later. Be kind to one another. Bye.